Hello everyone, this is Purushottam Vishwakarma, your English teacher, and in this video we are going to talk about 30 most important multiple choice questions for the chapter An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. The very first question: Who is the writer of the poem? John Hoyer Updike, John Donne, Kamala Das, Stephen Spender. The correct option is Stephen Harold Spender. Next one: What is the theme of the poem? Social injustice and class inequalities, social justice and equality, childhood is the best stage of life. None of these. Correct option? Yes. Social injustice and class inequalities. Third one. Stephen Spender was born in. His origin is America, Japan, Britain, France. Where? He was born in Britain. Next one. The children's faces are compared to rootless weeds. This means that. What is the meaning of rootless weeds? They are insecure, they are ill fed, they are wasters. None. Correct option. They are ill fed. Next one. This poem is a part of the book. A man that failed, a girl that failed, a god that failed. None of these. This poem is a part of a god that failed. Sixth one, an example of simile from the poem. Like a lion, slums as big as doom, as big as mountain, none of these. If you notice, like a lion, that is also a simile. Slums as big as doom, an example of simile. As big as mountain, that is also simile. So, what is the example of simile from the poem? Slums as big as doom. This is the correct option. Example of metaphor from the poem: tree room, rat's eyes, squirrel's game, all of these. I hope you can easily answer this question. All of these are examples of metaphor from the poem. Eighth one. Which one is not an example of metaphor from the poem? There are plenty of metaphors used in the poem. So, which one is not an example of metaphor? Crammed holes, future is painted with a fog, like rootless weeds, father's gnarled disease. Which one? C. Like rootless weeds, because it is an example of simile. Ninth one, example of alliteration from the poem. Far, far from gusty waves, F, 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 repeated. Surely Shakespeare, S, repeated. Bottle bits, B, repeated. So usually you can say all of these. Tenth one, run azure on gold sands, run naked into books. Poetic device used here. Which literary device is used? Which figure of speech used here? कौन सी फिगर ऑफ स्पीच यूज की गई है? सिमिली, मेटाफर, एनाफोरा, रिपीटिशन. When a single word or the same word is used in two consecutive lines, that situation is known as anaphora. That is an example of anaphora. 11th, a thin voyage compared to a hair, a root, a paper, yarn. Paper, seeming boy, if you remember from the poem. Paper. Next one. What is the stunted boy reciting? What is he reciting from his desk? A song. His lesson from his desk. Prayer. Nothing. It's very easy. His lesson from his desk. Next one. What is the meaning of sour cream walls? Clean walls, dirty white walls, dirty black walls? None. क्या मतलब है sour cream walls का? What is the meaning? Dirty white walls. Next one. Who are the children in the poem? The children of city, the children of village, the children of slum. The complete story is about an elementary school classroom in a slum. So you can easily answer it. The children of slum. Next one. What has been said about their future? It is clear, it is not clear, it is full of prosperity. None of these. It is not clear. Their future is obscure. 16th one. What sort of life do these children live? Happy, prosperous, miserable? None of these. कैसी लाइफ वो जीते हैं? बहुत खुश, बहुत ही समृद्धशाली, कष्ट में? नन ऑफ दीज. दे लिव अ लाइफ ऑफ मिजरी, मिजरेबल लाइफ. हु इज सिटिंग एट द बैक ऑफ द डिम क्लास? कौन बैठा हुआ है बिल्कुल पीछे क्लास में? अ पेपर सीमिंग बॉय, अ यंग अननोटेड स्वीट बॉय, द स्टंटेड बॉय, द टॉल गर्ल? यस, बी, अ यंग अननोटेड स्वीट बॉय. 18th वन. What has been referred to as catacombs? Catacombs से किसको कंपेयर किया गया है? किसको ग्रेव से कंपेयर किया गया है? किसको कब्र से कंपेयर किया गया है? द स्कूल क्लासरूम, स्लम, द लिटिल नैरो होम्स ऑफ स्लम ड्वेलर्स? नथिंग. द थर्ड वन, द लिटिल नैरो होम ऑफ स्लम dwellers is compared to catacombs. Slag heap is a reference to. Slag heap is referred to large pile of books, large pile of waste material, large pile of clothes. None of these. Yes, large pile of waste material. Next one. Gusty waves symbolizes. What does this symbolize? Gusty waves, sadness, freedom and joy, miserable condition, tired children. This symbolizes freedom and joy. Next one. Which poetic device is used in whose language is the sun? अब यहाँ पे whose language is the sun में कौन सी poetic device, कौन सी literary device, कौन सी figure of speech का इस्तेमाल किया गया है? Simile, metaphor, personification, irony. Here it is metaphor. I just told you there are plenty of metaphors used in this poem. 22. The last stanza in the poem is different from other stanzas because it is long, short, optimistic, pessimistic. Because it is optimistic. That is why it is different from other stanzas. 23. Shakespeare is called wicked because he, the children, educates, loves, hates, tempts. The last option. He tempts the children, that is why he is called wicked. Next one. What does the poet wish for the children of the slums? क्या इच्छा करता है पोएट उन स्लम चिल्ड्रन के लिए? उसकी क्या इच्छा है? टू बी हैप्पी एंड हेल्दी, कि वो खुश रहें, स्वस्थ रहें. गुड चेंजेस फॉर देम, गुड चेंजेस मस्ट ऑकर फॉर देम. टू लीड प्रॉस्परस एंड हैप्पी लाइफ. ऑल ऑफ दीज he wished. All of these. The poet wishes all of these for the children of slums. Next one. What do the governor, inspector, visitor in the poem depict? ये किसको शो करते हैं ये गवर्नर, इंस्पेक्टर, विजिटर इन द पोएम? हायर ऑफिशियल्स, गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स, पॉलिटिकल पीपल, पावरफुल एंड इन्फ्लुएंशियल पीपल. द लास्ट ऑप्शन, पावरफुल एंड इन्फ्लुएंशियल people. These depict powerful and influential people. Next one. What blots the maps of the slum children? क्या blot कर देता है, cover कर देता है, destroy कर देता है the maps of the slum children? Garbage, stones, dirty slums. None of these. Dirty slums blots the maps of the children. His eyes live in a dream. What is the dream? वो छोटा सा बच्चा जो डिम क्लास में सबसे पीछे बैठा हुआ है, उसकी आंखें लिव इन अ ड्रीम, सपना देख रही हैं बाहर. वो उसका ध्यान अंदर नहीं है, बाहर है. His eyes live in a dream. What is the dream? To eat good food, to be a squirrel, to see Tyrolese Valley, to go out in the world. So what is the dream? To go out in the world. Next one. The classroom walls have pictures of. Whose pictures are hanging on the walls? Shakespeare and world maps, building with domes, beautiful valleys, all of these. So what is the correct option? All these are hanging. All these pictures are hanging on the walls. Shakespeare and world maps, building with domes, beautiful valleys. Second last question in this video. The tall girl with her head waist down means the girl is ill and exhausted. क्या मतलब है इसका कि वो ill है, exhausted है, थकी हुई है. Has her head bent with same, शर्म से सिर झुकाए हुए है. Has untidy hair, बाल उसके गंदे हैं. None. The very first option is ill and exhausted. Next one and last one in this video. How many words are mentioned in the poem? I would like to remind you to tell me in comment section what was your score after attempting all these 30 MCQs. Tell me in comment section what was your score out of these 30 MCQs. If you liked this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. And if you are watching the channel for the first time, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon for more such videos and updates. Options 1, 2, 3. None of these. There are two words mentioned in the poem. One of haves, another have nots, that is rich and poor. So, how many words are mentioned in the poem? Two words, of rich and of poor. Thanks for watching.